Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop.
It's week 11 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Ravens and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL. Yep. Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Jackson looking to throw right away. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Into traffic, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 41-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the red zone now. Cut out left. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
Their loss last week, it really isn't on him. He had a great game. He checked off a lot of the boxes they had for him in the game plan going in, especially the one at the top, Kate, getting him to the end zone. 3 touchdowns, just 1 interception. He does that again here. They should be winners.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They send a tight end in motion. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's dropping back to throw. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down. Give now to the running back. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 48. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. He's got a man left. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On first down, they'll run. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
It is cut left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And he hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun here. This one's caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. There's a give, left side. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on 3rd and goal. He's going to throw this one. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. Setting up the running back screen. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Finds a man right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Play action on 1st down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. Third down coming up. Dropping back to throw. Stays it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
He spins right by him. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Ravens will go on offense. First down, here's Lamar. Finds his man over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throw left side, complete. Second down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play fake with Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. They're going to start just inside of enemy territory following that pick. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw for Jackson. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He has the first over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. And the Steelers go in nickel, 3rd down. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jackson to throw it. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Hand off to the back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Back to throw now. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They go play action on 1st. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a throw here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Blown back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Taken in by Harris. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So now they have 3rd and short.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Throwing now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. The Steelers with some work to do, trailing in this game. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here's a throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Aubrey puts it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Ravens headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. On first down, Jackson vacates quickly left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They're running the option, short side. He's across the 35. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Jackson. He lofts it deep left. that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. From the 33 on 2nd down. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Ravens are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn in the NFL. And that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Bengals trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jaden Daniels has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Rome Odunze, a touchdown reception. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the 2nd quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet.
Out to kick it
I
away.
think there could
Here's
still
Pinion.
be some fireworks yet to come.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the 3rd quarter. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Bronk, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Brought in right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
To throw it on first down. Short pass brought in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And this one does not go far.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They're throwing it. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fight's deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7.
Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. They go play action here. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's got Harris. And that will not be enough for a first down. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Pass play now. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Whether they meant to go to him or was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for it and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Aubrey puts it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Sanders all set to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down, here's Lamar. Dumped off to his running back. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. It's an option left. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Lamar now from the gun. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that extends their lead to 14.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time that he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
This return makes it up to the 25. The Steelers' offense headed out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll throw it. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Another carry for him. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Finds his man over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Slarick, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that could set up even more in the run game.
3rd and just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He gets the 1st and more inside the 15. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. On the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to the air here. Chased out to him, and he can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this 3rd quarter. So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here we go. Right up the gut. And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 8 yards, but still some distance ahead on 4th and goal.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Lamar off the play fake. Gets this one to Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. One of the tight ends motioning right. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. Jackson throwing here. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. racing down the left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he gets this forward to the 19. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Blitz coming, Lamar. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Option design here. Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 18. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 2nd and 3 now. From the 31. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. They're set up at the 35 now. Pass play on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Steelers 1st down.
Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll throw it again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. He'll throw it yet again. He's got a man left. And this one does not go far. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 34. Caught quickly on the slant. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Tight end in motion right. Here he is on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Cut near the goal line. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Throwing off the play fake here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Sanders all set to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. The give now out of the shotgun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Jackson now on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Motioning one of the tight ends. On first down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens moments away from their 4th win of the year. All right, here we go. Second down. Back to the well again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They give it to him again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Ball at the 33 for first down. Give now to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running this one left. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
They'll run it here on third down. And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on fourth down. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. He just throws this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Looking to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Try and push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.